look at you, it's like I got the whole room on the tip of my finger, and I'm pointing it right back to you. When I look at you, it's like I got the whole universe, the whole universe.
Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to another edition of the Morning Star Drive Artist Series on 117.8. Yes, this is the second one we've done. And as cool as this is, the first one was from Australia, and we're going to go to their neighbors all the way over to New Zealand. Everyone, please welcome Justar Aiden Verity.
Hello. Yep, my name is Justar, and I am doing like composing, producing, mixing for a lot of the English songs that you hear in Providence, and also I do the vocal tuning and mixing for the Korean songs that we sing in English that you hear on like Providence YouTube and Palm Station. Yes.
So this is awesome. So we've already done a Sunday edition, like regular interview with Justar. And now today we're going to do an artist series as one of her new singles have just been released within the last, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, just before Christmas.
Yeah, it's been really, really recent. And we've just started playing it on the Morning Star Drive from last week when you gave us the intro and everything else like that. So we're really excited about this. For those of you guys don't know, this is a new series on the Sunday edition. It's called the Artist Series. And we're going to take a certain song or a certain artistic masterpiece that someone has made or developed, and we're going to discuss about that one thing only. What's the process and how we got into it, okay? So, Justar, what is the song that we're going to go over today?
Okay, so this song is called I Get Excited. And it's one that I wrote thinking it could be shared like publicly in the world. So it's found on kind of my public channels, which are Aiden Verity. And this song, I actually had written the instrumental chorus first. And one day I was going for a run and I was like, God, this time I'm really going to write a song for this instrumental, because I just had this instrumental sitting there for ages. I'm like, I had no inspiration. So I listened to it on repeat while I was out jogging. This would be 2 years ago now. It was January 2020, actually. And I had my first solo gig coming up, which was the 16th of January, 2020. So I wanted to have something to share for that, something kind of new. And also it's the period of Giving Glory for 15 days. And my church had an event on the last day, which was to like make a confession to the Lord. So we made like the aisle at church really pretty with lots of flowers and candles. And we kind of walked down, and then towards the Trinity in the sanctuary, everyone kind of made like a vow or a determination. And I actually flipped it around because the piano was at the other end. And I decided, I was going to sing my confession. So I had these things coming up that I wanted to make something for. And at the end of my jog, there's this really steep uphill to get back home to church. And I was really excited to finally get home, and so that any ideas I'd had, I would be able to write them down. And so, it just basically kind of came to me. The first verse came to me as I was running, that like I'd been at work all day because I had been before I went for my jog. And I was thinking, I'm so excited to get home to make something. So that's where that kind of came from. I also thought of how at the end of our life, we've worked so hard, right? Or we want to be able to say that we've worked hard. And then, heaven is waiting for us. And right now also we're living in like this banquet time. So despite what kind of difficulties and hardships we face when we're out in the world, but it's just so exciting to come to church and participate in the wedding banquet. So those things were kind of running through my mind as I was running up the hill home.
Oh, wow. So then that's where you got kind of like the main inspiration, the main idea for the song. Like, because when I'm listening to the song, I'm looking at your lyric video too. And you get to see step by step, like which each of the videos are saying. And it's true. Like what you said is it's something that could be shared with the entire world, like for sure. And where do you like start building the lyrics from that main point? Like okay, I get excited. That's the main thing. But then I'm looking at the things like, hey, let's figure out something to do. Tell me, write the list down. You got like Scrabble and Cluedo and all these different things going on. Like where do these, how do you start filling in like the inspiration?
Okay. This is a bit embarrassing, but I played the instrumental like on repeat on my speakers in my room. And I put on a really bouncy skirt that like would fluff up. And so I sort of was becoming a certain character, or like trying to channel this like, bouncy and excited personality. And I literally just like danced around my room singing randomly, just trying out different lyrics over and over until it just like happened. I was using my hair.
Do you have a roommate?
Do you have a roommate? Time I didn't.
Okay, I'm just checking because your roommate might be like, what is going on?
I didn't then. I have had one since then.
Right.
But,
Oh, wow. So you just kind of like
freestyle.
It's almost, and it's like an actor too. An actor has like method acting when they have to live like that character for for their entire life, like until the film is done, right? So you got into this bubbly thing and you're just jumping around with the karaoke machine and singing.
Yeah.
How long does that process take?
It's not very long, like 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah. And then usually I am most excited about the song that I am working on at that time, rather than the other songs.
Right.
There's usually lots of things on the go, but you always like the newest thing. So I tend to listen to them when I'm going to sleep. Like I might listen to it 10 times just on repeat. And that's when I jot down more notes or kind of critique.
How about like for yourself, what would be like as kind of like you're a spiritual artist more than anything else too, where does the spiritual aspect come in to your like either it's lyricism or your composition of music? Where does the spiritual aspect come in?
Actually when I write my lyrics, I am always trying to think of them as my confession towards the heavens. And as I'm typing them, I guess I write a lot down and then edit, right? And so I sort of think, is that like, I'm always asking myself, is this too much? Is that too much? Is this too like physical side? Is this too overtly spiritual side? Like I'm always trying to find that balance, because I want to portray the pure love of a bride, but I want to also bundle it up in a nice package that other people can like enjoy. And
have you ever struggled with trying to fight between the two? Like, should I be more spiritual or should I be more overt? Or, you know what I mean? Like sometimes as a spiritual artist, like we do speak in parables, but yet sometimes you're just like, gosh, I just want to tell everything.
Yeah, a lot of it is hard. I think in the last 6 months, like really since Pastor Joan like preached about her resurrection, and those messages came out, and you have to like trim everything, and Sunstein like found the quaternity pine tree and pruned it. All of those awesome messages that's come out in the last 6 months really helped me to I think reestablish the spiritual side more firmly. And so since that time, I've been more clearly able to determine like these songs, these ones, I really want them to be the spiritual songs and the ones that in Providence we have like a lot of pride for. And then I've kind of been able to separate out, okay, these are the ones that I think they are just more personal ideas, or they might, you'd have to really like know the in story in Providence to really get it. Otherwise it just sounds like a nice song.
Right.
And so, yeah, I've kind of been able to separate them. And then at the moment, I'm more excited about working on the spiritual ones. But then the other ones also, like, they're there. And then I think when the time comes, or when the inspiration comes, then I can like develop both. It's sort of all about what inspiration comes in the moment when I have time to do it.
Right. So the interest, if it's more spiritual, then you'll start working on that. And if you want, I should go back to this, then you'll start going on other things like that too.
Yeah.
Would you, like, if you were to give any advice to someone who's kind of ripped or torn apart between, what should I do? Would you have any advice for people like who are kind of struggling of where, like, should I be preaching more overtly, or should I be doing this or that?
Yeah. So my advice is the theme of the year: word and prayer. Yeah.
Right.
When my faith was less deeply rooted, I found myself just always on social media and comparing myself to other artists.
Wow.
And trying to get so many number of views and likes and subscribers and followers, and it was just too just not good for me mentally and my mental health, and I just felt depressed a lot and not good. So when you reduce the focus on those things, and I started praying every night with one of my good friends at church. So when we've set that condition like pretty much since halfway through the first round of 70 days last year. So it's been a long time. We've done it every day. Yeah. So if you can establish that, then the path is clear.
Right.
And
awesome. No, that's great advice. And I think it's the best one, like, because there's no one way to do it, right? Or there's no one way that people are going to go, but the best way is going to be through prayer and just setting that condition so they're comfortable in what they're doing, right? How about go ahead.
I think if you have the condition of prayer and the word, then when physical opportunities come up, or opportunities to work with people in the world, you can discern them. Because I've had some chances where actually I was like, does God really want me to work with that person? And then like some of them I decided not to, and then it was good, because it turned out that they just wanted all this stuff for themselves. And other people then I did work with, and then I regretted it because I was like, that was a waste of time. So yeah, if you discuss with other people, with other members as well, you can
it's which part of the song for you is usually the hardest to just really grasp, or to make? Is it going to be the production side, the lyrical side, the idea, the music? Like, because you're doing everything. Like you compose the music first, and then you're like, what should I sing to this? So for what aspect of your making of music is the hardest for you?
It really depends on the song. Like if I've already written the song, then making the music might be a bit harder.
Right.
Like if the song was the one that came first in a flurry of inspiration.
Right.
But sometimes I have a few instrumental tracks that I made and just sit there and like there's no lyrical inspiration, and I've listened to them over and over. I've tried singing this and that, and just nothing sticks. So in some cases, it's the lyrics and the melody that's hard. Yeah.
For I Get Excited, which one was the hard part for you?
Okay, for that one, it was the singing, actually. Like, the production was fine, the song itself was fine, but getting the right voice and the right tone, that was tricky. And I've recorded it so many different ways over the last 2 years. And then the final one, is the one I'm most happy with. And I got other people's feedback. They were like, you need more sass, you need more attitude. So I was like, okay, I'll do it
again. What about like, you never have like, for myself, as a lecturer, there's sometimes you're like, that's a good lecture, but you're always like, but I think I could do better. Like, there's like, are you ever left with like that last one? Like, I'm most satisfied with this one, but in your head, are you not like, should I have done that again?
I mean, it reaches a point where it is the best I can do. Yeah. And
which
then
means you literally put everything in.
Yeah. And then I have to just trust that, like, in the future, I will be able to do better with new songs.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. That totally makes sense, that this is the best you can do at this moment.
Yeah.
And then as time goes on, your music's going to get better. Composition's going to get better. Oh, okay. That makes sense. When did you get comfortable with that? Like, when did you actually realize that?
I think recently.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Did something happen?
Yeah, like, I have this song I'm working on right now called Chrome. Okay.
Chrome?
Chrome, like
Chrome. Okay, Chrome.
Like
yeah.
Chrome, or what? That's not Chrome.
But it's like shiny. It looks like a glass. Like you're looking at a mirror, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a song that I'm kind of making really, and I made the music a year ago. I started it in December 2020, so just over a year. Yeah. I've forgotten the question.
Chrome. It was basically about this new song. The question I was asked, what was the question I forgot my question I was asking. Because I was getting excited, like, ooh, we're going into a new song right now. Oh, yeah. Did I talk about when did you get comfortable
with the, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And I like finished it as a worldly song. And it was originally about how much I wanted to buy an iPhone. Because I've been wanting to buy an iPhone for like 3 years, and they were, they had the chrome, the shine, and I was like, oh, I just want to like hold this phone in my hands, and I just, it was kind of about like consumerism, and every time I see you, I just want to hold this phone, but and I finished it, and I was like, I don't think I can share this. Like, I just was not happy with the song itself. It just didn't, the singing is really hard, and then I just was not happy with it, and I only let like 2 other people hear it in that stage. Then so I left it for a while, but then Go Higher and Higher came out,
right? Yeah.
And I just got all this energy and this vibe from it, and I was like, it has so much energy, and I was like, I wanted to put that energy into this Chrome song, because there's like all these SS songs that are kind of coming out now, have the pride of Providence, and it's kind of a cheeky pride. It's like, yeah, we know we're so cool, we are the future, and we are like, look at me, I am dazzling. Like, that's literally in the first verse. Look at me, I'm dazzling. It's like, so yeah, I was like, oh, Chrome, like we are shiny like Chrome. And so I realized, like, yeah, I made the music at that time, but then it it just needed to wait to the right time for this kind of energy to come. And then I was able to rise up one level, and I rewrote the whole song. Well, all the lyrics. I rewrote all the lyrics. And that was easy to do. Like just, and so now it's just waiting for a rapper to record the rap.
Oh, wow. You already got the rapper.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I'm excited about this one. You got a rap in it too. Wow.
Yeah.
But that's really interesting. So when we're looking at like a lot of the people do think about doing music, there's tons of people that think about it, right? But I think when I look at you, you're going through the entire process, and you also pay for the mastering and everything else, right?
Yeah, I did. But then now, in about the last month or two, I did for like all my own songs I was releasing in the world. But then through doing music for Providence, I've like learned about mixing and mastering a lot more. And also really grateful, like there's other members around the world who do it for their church, like in Singapore, who gave me some tips. And Palm Station also listened to some of my mixes of the English demos and gave feedback, because they need it to be a certain quality for them to put it on Palm Station. So now, like, I'm getting to that stage, and improving, and I can't really, it's like a miracle how quick it's happened.
Wow.
That I look back 1 month, 2 months, and just like boom, because I started getting the help and the feedback from other experts within Providence, then it's now I feel confident I can do it myself, and I am doing it myself. Yeah.
Wow. So do you like this kind of quite a miracle what God is doing with this mixing and mastering? And I don't know, you don't have to answer this, but like in essence, how much are you actually saving per song to do it on your own?
So I get excited. I think this is quite cheap. I shopped around, and these are all like people I kind of met and got mates rates. So it was $100 for mixing, $80 for mastering, and
that's so cheap.
Yeah, that's really cheap. I didn't record the bass or guitars myself. Since that, so that was $100 for one of my ex co-workers at McDonald's who did that. I kind of said, well, I kind of did a fake computer guitar, and then he kind of copied it, made it listen. Since then, I have actually picked up an electric guitar and recorded some guitar.
You're playing electric guitar?
Yeah.
What? And you're not like an electric guitarist?
No, like this is totally me, like being like, okay, where do you plug this in? Like, okay. And I'm looking up on Google the chords.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
It's not even my guitar, it actually belongs to one of the other members, but
no way. Wow, no, that's inspiring. Like you're doing everything.
So I'm saving a lot of money now.
Yeah, and that's like, because in the beginning you're investing a lot.
Yeah, and I think they are better quality. But so it's there's this bridge, there's this gap. It's like the history, it's like the overlap. We have to sometimes involve those people with bulldozers, but then one day we have our own bulldozer.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's a great analogy. Yeah. So now, even though your bulldozer might not be as powerful, but you still have your own.
Yeah. Or I'm learning to operate the bulldozer.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. No, that's great. Because I was thinking to myself, like, man, you're putting up music like usually putting out what, 3 singles a year, 2 to 3?
Yeah.
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 And honestly, I'm so thankful because it runs my podcast. It's perfect. It comes out every 3-4 months, like, yes, a new one. And I can always say, and we have a new single coming out from Justar, Aiden Verity. So I am happy about this. And I'm even more thankful because you are like giving me audio introductions.
Oh, cool.
And that is just like no one else can, like, either like there's other people that want to do it, but it's in Korean or Japanese. I'm just like, I can't, I can't translate it, or it doesn't sound good translated, or I need a video to have the subtitles. Like that would be so much better, right? But for you, because you're in English and you're always readily, happily doing this for me. So I'm super grateful and thankful.
Oh, thank you for playing them.
I hope that later on you're not going to charge me for royalties.
No, don't worry.
So when does this Chrome single come out?
I'm not sure. Let's try for 2 weeks.
Oh wow! So it's pretty recent. It'll be recent then. It'll be in the near future.
Yes.
And this one is going to be played on Palm Station or going to be on your YouTube?
This will be on Providence YouTube. Yeah.
Providence YouTube. So this is I've seen the Palm Station TV YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh, like
is
the
it
Providence English.
The Provi Source.
Music.
No, Provi Music. Provi Source?
Yeah, actually, maybe I'll take this opportunity because I'm the one who knows. Like Provi Source is those kind of it has raps, it has instrumentals and prayer music too, but it's kind of those ones that you might not praise them in service, but I've been calling it Provi Pop.
Provi Pop. Okay, that sounds cool. It's not the worship song. It's not worship and praise, but it's music for Providence people, or more spiritual, right? Oh, that's kind of cool. And then, so that's Provi Source. Yeah.
And then Provi English Music has Sunseem songs in English, the ones that Korea composes.
Oh, okay. So that's like the praise, worship, and Sunseem's great songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that all makes sense to me now.
To Provi Source.
Yes, that's the one. The one that's got yellow. The orange and yellow, that's the one. Okay, I have both, but I'm always on the other one because it's all the praise songs. I was like, oh, I need to, look at the praise songs. What's the new stuff coming out? But the orange was, I wasn't sure. I was like, I think I've seen some of these songs before, but I'm not sure what it is. But now it makes sense. It's Provi Pop. Who are the contributors for like the Provi Source?
Okay, so Somni Boys and Sing Beats have a song on there called Heartbeat.
Oh, so wow.
That one's not on Provi English Music.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one. I'm going to have to take a look at that one
so
then,
that
for
is
sure.
Like Provi Pop.
Provi Pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a lot of raps on there by Minister Yongse.
Oh, wow.
And a couple of songs that by me as well on there.
I see it because I've already played You Help Me and It's No Big Deal. I remember those two that I talked to you about those two. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Cool. Oh, this is better than, okay. Now I get it now. So you have Sung Beats, you have the Somni Boys doing some stuff. And then you also have You're in It. Is there anyone else that's a big contributor or someone going to be coming into it?
No, but it's always open. So yeah.
You know what I thought would be a good idea is if we could get like English speaking like production team for like this music and stuff. Where anyone because there's some people that probably don't know any tricks of the trade. And they don't even want to start because they have no idea where to go and it's way too expensive. But if there was something like that, I think it'd be great that you can just calling all singers and people who want to be singers, right? Yeah. That if you have your own music, help to produce and make these songs. and doing it at a cheaper, like a mate's price, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a price for like, yeah.
We have kind of done a bit of a call out on the Line chat room, which has about 300 members who kind of are following along Providence English music.
Right.
And I think through that I've had a couple, like Minister Chasm.
Yeah.
She's from the US.
I know her well. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I helped with 2 of her songs. One is up on the Provi English Music channel, and one is still being recorded.
Provi Music English channel.
Provi English Music, their main praise channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
awesome.
Rachel from the US as well. Also sent me a song that I produced that's called Dreamer. That one's up on there.
Wow. Yeah. So that we are getting some people coming in.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to have like a conference.
Yeah.
I would love to be a moderator for a conference for everyone who's interested. That
would be cool. I think it's good to have more producers and more instrumentalists.
Right.
Because otherwise I'm like trying to play guitar.
Right.
Yeah, like those people who have a skill, maybe they have a keyboard or they play guitar.
Right.
And they can be like, yeah, I'll put the guitar part on that song.
Right. It'll kind of be like the Providence Fiverr. Right. It'll be pretty cheap, but then you'll get all the things that you need. But we don't want people to like, doing it for free is a little bit much. But if we can get people to at least make some money and stuff like that on top of doing this and helping others, I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a new project. That is a new project I have to think about. I'm always thinking about these new things, like get organized and get ready to go so we can reach new levels and everything. Wow. Is there anything else that you'd want to bring up about the I Get Excited track before we end the interview?
I hope it can like make everyone excited about summer. It's summer here in New Zealand, so yes,
so
wait, I have one more thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so like there's this old photo of Sunseem wearing his sunglasses upside down. And like, I don't know where, I don't know where these photos come from. Just sometimes you randomly can find a photo or
right.
Or it's definitely from a long time ago. But like when I saw that photo, that's where the line, "Hey sunglasses, Mr. Cool," comes from.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's like right after the first chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that. And I'm trying to think to myself, I was like, oh, this is just talking to like a lover who's God, but you're like, no, that's coming from that. That's from that picture.
Yeah. Like who else wears sunglasses upside down?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That makes sense to me now. Awesome. Yeah. So see, this is one of the parts I like about these artist series is we get all the ins and outs, the things that you're not going to hear, like in your like 30-second intro to I Get Excited. You're just not going to hear these things. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, do I mention those things? The next line is, is about the swimming pool. Like, I don't know. I got to go swimming in Wamyonjong with Sunseem. So there was this day, July 2019. So basically before COVID, just before COVID, it was so hot, and Sunseem mentioned something like he was looking at the lake and he said, it's pretty clean now. We might be able to go swimming. And so we're all like, hint, hint, yay. And I went and got my swimming gear, and Sunseem got his disappeared, came back about 20 minutes later, and he was in his swimming gear, and he's like walking around like looking at it, and then I'm just like, can we go in yet? Like, can we go in? Like, waiting for the moment. And Sunseem went in and like was kind of checking everything in the pool, and then he was like, okay, yeah, you guys can come in now. And there were only 8 people
What?
who prepared swimming togs, swim gear,
Yeah.
swimming gear,
Yeah.
togs. I say 8, and we're all foreigners.
Right.
Yeah, so just us and Sunsteam got to go swimming.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
See, this
after
is
they
why
just
we
trained
need the artist series. We need to hear these stories, like the behind, like we need to hear this type of stuff and be like, oh, it's so spiritual, right? It's more than just, hey, Mr. Sunglass, like, all right, like what is this about? You're like, oh, we got it now. Awesome. Yeah. Like,
that's where the line, like, come on in, water's fine.
right.
Yeah, like all of that comes from there.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so thankful and grateful we can have this artist series for this song because remember we were talking before, it's like, maybe I don't want to do this song. But when I'm listening to this, I'm like, there's no way you shouldn't have done this song, like for the artist series. It's so like all the inspirations about Sunset, all these other different things are all there. So I'm super happy you decide to do this one. I get excited.
Yay, thank you.
Awesome. So to end things off, I know that you haven't made a music video yet to I Get Excited, right?
No, I mean, there just hasn't been the opportunity, I think.
No worries, because I think we can still play to end things off here, we'll play I Get Excited, the lyric video, so people can see all the lyrics while you're singing along to it. So I think that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So we're here at the very end of this wonderful, fun, insightful artist series for the song I Get Excited from Justar Aiden Verity over there in New Zealand. Super grateful, thankful she did this. She did this on really short notice too, so I'm super thankful. But most importantly, we need to be thankful to the Holy Trinity first. So Holy Trinity, thank you. And then of course to you, Justar, I'm so thankful that you did this. And at the beginning I was like, oh, I wonder what song we're gonna do, right? But this is great. I'm glad we did this one. Thank you so much, Justar.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. I hope you guys really enjoyed this artist series on the Morning Star Drive on 117.8. Everyone have an awesome, awesome week. And we'll see you guys again next time on the next artist series. Everyone, bye-bye.
Honey, I've been at work all day. It's all slog, no fun and no play. Writing this, so when I get home, we can go through one by one alone. We got Scrabble and Poodle on the shelf. You can name the game something else. We got a world all to ourselves. You know what I'm thinking, walking up to this. I get excited thinking about you, what you wanna do. I get excited, can't live without you, can't live without you. I wouldn't want to. I'm going crazy, I just can't get enough of your love drug. Excited, 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 yeah, I want you. Hey there, sunglasses, Mr. Cool. You've only got on enough for the pool. Come on in. What is fine?